Welcome again to another episode of The Consistency Queen. My name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I also have a global coaching business helping women build businesses. I help people, women build businesses online as well as in person, but predominantly with a proven system that helps to build profitable businesses. Now, if you don't know a little bit about me, I've been in the online space for over 8 years. I failed forward for the first 3 years. And when I decided to make a decision to change, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of not moving in anywhere. I had these desires to build a business from home, and I didn't feel like I was really moving anywhere. And I remember this one day where I decided to make a decision. I just said, you know what, enough is enough. And so today I want to talk to you about that because I find that a lot of people have desires to want to change their life. They have this desire, they see it in their mind about their life and what that could potentially look like. But then what plays out in reality is completely opposite. Today, I want to talk to you about some strategies that I'd like to share with you that I've implemented that have helped me to not only build successful businesses online, but help me to launch and scale a multiple six-figure global coaching business from scratch. And the reason why I want to share this with you is that there are so many misconceptions about what building a business looks like. You see, so many of us are caught up in the whole social media world where we see people just winning and winning and winning. And the reality is it's so much more further from the truth. What you see at the front end is the finished product of endless tries, endless fails, so many moments where things haven't gone to plan. You don't see any of that because if we were to document all of that, we'd be posting all the time. But what we want to share with you is the end result, but that hasn't come without mistakes, hasn't come without things not going to plan and, clients bailing and, technology failing and people letting us down. There's just a host of things that happen and they come along with building a business. I've gone through all of that, and I know that there is more to come as I continue to build and scale this huge business. And I'm excited by that because the version that's going to be able to handle all of that is different to the one that you see today. And I want to start off with that last sentence. I find that there are people out there that want to change their life. They want to have a different set of circumstances. But when the opportunity presents to change their life, the opportunity comes to change their circumstances, because this is inherently what they think about every day. I want a different set of circumstances. I want a different life. They make the same decisions that keeps them where they are. Wanting change and acting on change are two very different things. And oftentimes the opportunities that present are so different, incredibly different than what we see in our mind of what that could potentially look like. For me, the idea of building a coaching business was extremely scary. Up until the time that I launched, I'd been coaching with a very established, coach for 2 years. And I discovered that I was very, very good at this, which is why I branched off and launched my own business. But what I also learned was that there was so much I didn't know, but I was prepared to roll up my sleeves and do the work. A lot of people come into wanting to change their life, but they haven't really made the decision to change their life. They will change their life to the levels that they're comfortable in changing their life. And so if you're wanting to have radical change in your life, you have to be prepared to let go of everything that you know. You have to be prepared to do away with habits, thoughts, connections, people, circumstances, environment that are so different and so far removed from where you are right now. And so, number one, if you're wanting to change your life, make the decision that you will change your life. That even if it seems crazy, the ideas, the suggestions that come your way seem so far removed from what you see in your mind, that you step forward anyway. Because if you keep deciding that you will not take that opportunity or that opportunity or that opportunity or that opportunity because that's not what you see in your mind, number one, you will stay where you are. And number two, you are making the decision based on your perspective, your experience. And so you may be at a certain level, but people that you invest in have had the experience so they can see it from a different view. So that's number one. And I really need to share that because I see women really limit their potential because they want to change their life, but they just don't realize how great they are. They want to stay comfortable, and that's okay, because our brain is so wired for comfort. It will work really hard to bring you down to a comfort zone and remind you of all the things that make you comfortable, including programming that will self-sabotage you, programming that is not serving you, programming, thoughts, behaviors that is so different to what you need to be doing to move forward and change your life. And that in itself is another episode, by the way. Number two, and this is very, very important, okay? You can only rely on free for so long. And I sincerely mean that. I'm not saying that because I want people to invest in me as a coach. It can be any coach or anything or any course. What I'm saying to you is the information that you see online is only going to get you so far. If you want to achieve the results, for example, that I've achieved, now I've achieved a multiple six-figure coaching business that's global in less than 2 years. In fact, I really did it in 92 days, right? And I say that not to boast, but what I'm trying to say is my results are exceptional, but I can teach people how to get there. I can show people what I've done. And it's currently scaling to 7 figures. And that in itself is a learning phase. I've really had to, understand what it takes to scale a business to 7 figures. I wouldn't have been able to find that out on free training, via free training, just on the internet. There's no such information available to make that happen. In order for me to be able to achieve the levels that I have, I've had to invest. I've had to invest in myself. In fact, last year alone, I invested 6 figures. And that's what's fast-tracked me. The more that I invest, the more that I fast-track. Any time where I've held back, I'm literally slowing down my progress. And so my question to you is, if you're somewhere right now and you really want to change your circumstances, if you're somewhere right now and you want to change your life, when was the last time that you made a real investment in yourself, where you forced yourself to move, where you knew that if you didn't move from this investment, that you wouldn't move at all? Every time that I move, every time that I invest in myself, not only do I move and I move fast, I implement everything, but I also make the return on investment very quickly, and then everything else is profit. And so a lot of people mistake the investment in itself as the change, and it's not. It's the investment plus the implementation which is the change. But if you are relying on free information, you are limiting the knowledge that you need to get you to where you want to go, and you are capping your growth. Investing in yourself is the best thing that you can do. You are your best asset. You are your number one asset. And especially if you are the person that's running your business, you are the brand, the spokesperson, the it person, then it's only natural that you would want to invest in yourself, to better yourself, to upskill, to gain knowledge, to move faster, to help more people. But I have this perspective that when you rely on free, you're making it about you. You're making it about you because, number one, you don't value yourself enough to invest. And number two, you're not prepared to get uncomfortable enough to go ahead and help more people and impact lives. You're not prepared to roll up your sleeves and back yourself to build this business. You will only move as much as you move. And if that means relying on free, then that's what you're prepared to do. And then the last thing that I want to share with you, and this one's a really, really important one, okay, is that you have to be prepared to fail. And it's so difficult for people to understand this when they come into the online space or when they come into building any kind of business, is that failing, making mistakes, things not going to plan are in fact the best thing that can happen for you. Because when things don't go to plan, that's offering you feedback about what's not going to work for you. And so with failures and mistakes, you go again and you either implement better or different to get closer or to achieve the result that you want. But so many times people just don't want to go there. They don't want to fail. And so they wait for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstance, the perfect set of, everything has to be in, ducks in a row, like we say here in Australia. And that never happens. That moment never, ever, ever arrives. You'll forever wait for that perfect day where the sun is shining and your pens are, neatly tucked away and your books are all tucked away and the desk is clean and everything is perfect. When is that going to happen? When? Because in the building the business space, it's a different day every day. And if it's not one thing, it'll be another thing tomorrow. So know that one, your circumstances are never going to be perfect for you to take action. And number two, if you're not prepared to fail forward, you're going to move at a very, very slow pace. Failure is part of success. Making mistakes gives you the feedback that you know that's going to work or not work or how you can improve yourself. It's your best teacher. Failures are your best teacher. And it's the fastest way to grow. So the messier you go, the more that you implement messy, the more that you're prepared to just, like I say, hashtag go messy. You're going to be able to not only move quicker, but you're going to help so many people. You're going to be so relatable. People are going to be just looking at you and championing you and want to be like you because you're prepared to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. Nobody wants to align themselves with someone that's picture perfect. They want to connect with people. They want real. They want the no BS. And so know that, number one, you can only wait for the perfect set of circumstances or for you to feel ready for so long. And then by then you'll probably talk yourself out of it anyway. And number two, if you don't move today, if you don't do the thing that you've been holding back on doing, if you don't just decide to take action, then when? When is going to be the time? When is going to be the moment? Because the moment will never come. And in that time, you would have missed out on so many people that you could have helped simply because you didn't get out of your own way. You decided to play small and you missed out on impacting a whole bunch of people. So with that being said, I hope this episode has really served you about where you are right now, about the different thinking patterns that you need to adopt, about why it's important for you to take action when opportunities present, and that to be open to taking opportunities when they do present, and that free information is only going to get you so far. That's really enough for you to move. But then what about going the whole way? How are you going to know how to navigate challenges and obstacles that at a bigger scale, at a different level than what you've seen on the internet? That sort of information just doesn't appear on the internet. And number 3, if you're not prepared to fail, you're not prepared to win. You've really got to understand and embrace the whole idea that failure is part of the success. And when you understand that, you're going to build an incredible business. And know that you are ready and that you are worthy and you are fully capable as you are right now to start helping the version that you once were. Those people out there that are right now where you once were, they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to do that thing, that next step that you keep putting off. So just go out there and do it. And so what if you make a mistake? So what if it doesn't go to plan? You've survived every other day that things didn't go to plan. Today is not going to be any different. And I want to inspire women to know that we're all capable and ready. We're all worthy. And we all have our thoughts and ideas and our hang-ups. And none of it is true, by the way. And that's another story as well. And so I look forward to seeing you next week when I come back with another episode, giving you strategies that you can implement in your business. Know that you're ready. And by the way, pay attention, because coming soon, I'm going to be making a huge announcement about an event that I'll be putting together called Elevate. Last year was a huge success. We had over 21 women. Yes, 21 women present who have multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses. This year, we are finalizing our speakers right now, and we've got a power-packed full lineup full of women ready to serve. So I'll be coming to you really, really shortly on on my website and in my group. And by the way, if you haven't tapped into my free group, facebook.com/groups/The Legacy Academy, of course, you can email me at Queenie@Elsa Morgan. And also, you can go onto my website, elsamorgan.com. You can also check out some of the trainings, other trainings that I have here. I'm here to serve. And I so look forward to helping you achieve the next level. Take care. Bye.
The Consistency Queen, brought to you by the Queenie Effect and the Tech Company. For coaching options, please visit elsamorgan.com.